look at this. It's a sold-out crowd. Welcome to the streets of Long Beach. Make some noise for the Drift Nation. This is a year to watch. Throw you at the most talented drifters in the world.
He's exploding towards his first outside zone.
Ooh.
Perfect.
Yo, Ryan Kirk wants it. The green lights are on. It's that third outer zone. Send it. Here we go. Whoa, James Dean explodes that back bumper. Your winner, Matt Field. You pay for the whole seat, but you're only going to use the edge. That's a hard act to follow. Wow. Look at this backdrop. Welcome to the 21st season of the Formula Drift Championship. The streets of Long Beach is ours. That's right. We are taking ownership of it.
Being in downtown Long Beach on the streets, this has such like a unique and cool feel to it, and it's just the hype of the new year anyways, because you see so much now on social media and the build up to the event and new drivers, new cars, different changes and setups, and everybody trying to step their game up. So this is like kind of the first test of what everybody's been doing in the off season and working towards.
We are back at it like a track addict. This is round 1 of 8. We'll find out who will be our 2024 champion.
This sport is so competitive now. There is 10 guys in the paddock that can win the championship this year.
It's crazy that this is the kickoff, where it's like one of the most dangerous tracks we have to drive on. It's like to throw yourself right into the mix and be competing at the top level all over again for another year.
It's already time to do this again? Holy crap, I haven't even slept since Irwindale.
I feel like this year comes with a big reset. I feel like we can get back to that initial love of the sport.
Make some noise for the Drift Nation.
My name is James Dean, driver of the AutoZone Ford Mustang and Formula Drift. 3-time Formula Drift champion, and this is a sport I absolutely live for.
It's official. We've begun Formula Drift Round 1 2024 season. Let's send it!
Long Beach for me, favorite track in the world. Got my first FD win here back in 2017, and I absolutely love it here. It's the best place to start the season. Yesterday was FD Media Day, so that's basically a day where we as drivers get to come out to the streets of Long Beach, basically blow the dust off the track. It's cool to give new people an experience of Formula Drift and drifting in general. Everything was going really well for us yesterday. Felt very comfortable in the new car, and we're just wrapping up practice on the last run, and I lost all power. The car went up in flames under the bonnet and basically took off. It melted a nitrous line and it just kept it going. It was fueling it. Passenger, he got himself out really quick. I just turned the car off, killed the power, jumped out. Unfortunately, we suffered a lot of damage. Everything underneath the hood was absolutely destroyed. I'm just working hard to get back on track.
We made history yesterday, Jacob. New qualifying format. I think it worked out. It's all thriller, no filler, baby.
Yeah, it's all tandem. No more single runs. We're here for battles. It's incredible to see how this all played out.
I mean, of course you have your heavy hitters, but now this year we have a couple new faces.
Look at the swing from Shanahan at the gate. Brutski right there.
Shanahan being a champion from overseas, I'm sure he will adapt quickly.
Look at that, gets out there, taps the bumper, banging bumpers on the wall.
I know him since when he was born.
I mean, all eyes are on Shanahan.
And the first time I sat in with him, he was only 9 years old, and we were helping him pull the handbrake because he didn't have the strength to pull it himself.
Here we go, Shanahan. Look, he is just loose as a goose right now.
He had everything needed to take it all the way, and it's great to see him compete here in Formula Drift.
The young Irishman is here, baby.
This year, we have a new driver coming in from Japan, 14 years old.
this guy. Peroya Manoa shows up, Duke Racing, brand new car, new build, 14 years old.
I think it's incredible how quickly some of these kids are learning to be able to compete at the highest level of drifting in the world.
Well beyond his years with that move. That is so difficult to do.
The young guns either come in with absolutely no fear and just throwing it down no matter what, or they get a little intimidated by all the different cars and the fans and the people. And so I'm curious to see how he responds to it.
Our finals are set. Adam LZ will go against Manoa in our seeding bracket final.
Long Beach is one of those wild card events where you always see a new face on the podium.
Let's see who is going to win our first ever seeding bracket final. Here we go, Adam LZ, Drift HQ. Adam taps the wall, just barely a smooch. Now Manoa to that third outside zone. Look at that, I mean, he is absolutely glued to him. He is a magnet, and Manoa, he gets, oh, doctor.
Let's go.
Look at that, just hanging it out to dry like wet laundry. That was absolutely sick. Finishing third place, Connor Shanahan. And your winner here, 14 years old from Japan, Shinoya Manoa.
This is my first competition, so I'm so exciting. And I'm so honored to join this competition, and so thank you so much.
Wow, what a great way to wrap up our first ever seeding bracket.
Well, Ryan, we're back in the hometown of Formula Drift, Long Beach, California. Here we are rallying.
Oh boy.
What are you most excited about this season?
Well, 20 years is a long time to do anything. And, seeing some new faces. We've got
Shanahan, Irish boy. He's got a cute little accent.
I mean, it's hard not to get excited about a new year, no matter which way you look at it.
Make some noise for the Drift Nation. Who's gonna get the victory? Fight for it.
How important is Long Beach to Formula Drift?
Very, very much so. From the parade to the parties to where we work, media day, those are all things that you wouldn't normally get at any other event.
Yeah. Just another season, man. All right, I'm about to smoke you, but speaking of smoke, driving down here, saw James Dean on fire at media day?
I don't know exactly what happened, but this one, I think the car sustained a pretty good amount of damage. And,
but he's built for this.
It really just kind of goes to show how much of a true champion and drifter that he is.
Car right now is at my good friend Dean Carney's workshop. It's been really, really helpful. He's basically given us the keys to work there as long as we need to. So there's almost someone there around the clock right now working on the car, building a new loom. All the plumbing had to be redone to get us back on track for Saturday, the main competition. So we're back here at Long Beach after a crazy week after our fire at Media Day. Oh my God, it was insane.
Look at this, look at that flambe door there. I mean, this thing caught fire so quick and it burned really hot because it exposed a nitrous line.
The team fully rebuilt the car, worked some insane magic to get us back here. I don't know what to even, my brain is so overloaded right now with stuff.
Welcome everybody, as it is a beautiful day here. We are getting excited for our top 32. It could be anybody that could win here in Long Beach. Here we go, our first battle. James the Machine Dean, Federico Sharifo.
We had the fire, but I'm ready to get back in that car and just forget about it. That happened, that's then. This is now, keep looking forward, keep pushing hard, and it's motorsport. We know the risks.
Laser vision on the prize. James Dean gets the win, so slide him left for James Dean.
We are going to see Odi Bakchis go against Jeff Jones. He's definitely focusing on the win, but he's looking at the bigger picture, and he said that he's organizing himself for the future.
That was some magician wizardry right there. Odi Bakchis gets the win. Dylan Hughes and Manoa, 14 years old, wins yesterday's seeding brackets. Now initiating in that first outside zone. Here goes Manoa. Good angle. He does use all the course. I think those are, watch Dylan, he's gonna surge right here. There he goes, that third outside zone. That right there, that's Dylan knowing what he needs to do here in Long Beach. And Manoa gets the win, taking out Dylan Hughes in top 32. Here we go, three-time champ Chris the Force Forsberg versus Adam LZ. This is gonna break the internet.
How is your comfort level coming into Long Beach?
It's great. Coming in today, we made some small adjustments. We started dialing it in to make sure we had enough grip for Adam in top 32. And yeah, he had a big mistake in the chase run for him.
And that's gonna be a major deficit as Forsberg continues on.
And we had a pretty solid run for a run two and just give him a good chase and got the win.
And there it is, Chris Forsberg gets the win.
Thanks so much. We'll see him in the top 16.
We're gonna find out who's gonna win here on the streets of Long Beach. Let's send it.
Watch him make it, break it, break it.
Why not roll through the streets of Long Beach? Because, dude, F1's been here, IndyCar's been here, but Formula Drift is here. So, look at Larry Chen's here, right? Let's party. Back in the day, Formula One used to rip down this hill, and now Formula Drift does that. You smell it, you feel it, you know it. Yee! The kids love it. We got 12 o'clock boys, we got noon o'clock boys, but guess what? Formula Drift is here to stay, and I love this. It's just so freaking cool. Mike Power, Nick Novak, Federico Sharifo, Gene Carney, the Beast of the Bay. Come on. It's good to put on a show, but at the end of the day, these are race cars, so they need to stay cool. Well, here we are. Are you ready to meet your top drivers here on the streets of Long Beach? So, this is where we're at, top 16, forging into our great 8. Without further ado, it's going down. I'm yelling, send it! Here we are, Kazuya Taguchi versus Hiroya Manoa. Like we're gonna see a pretty aggressive battle here, Jacob. Manoa drops into formation. Oh, Taguchi backs it in.
We've got Manoa out in front now.
Oh, yeah, banging doors, banging. Oh! Manoa gets the victory. He advances on. Here we go, Odi Bakshis and Manoa. The rain continuing to come down.
How are you dealing with the conditions out here?
It's not just slippery everywhere. There's moments where you start picking up speed and you feel the grip come in, but then you gotta like pump your brakes, so it's really tricky.
Taking it home as a souvenir back to Japan. And Odi Bakshis gets the win, but round of applause for 14-year-old Manoa. All right, so again, we've just seen some moisture, a little bit of rain, and it's just coming and going. Let's see what happens here. We got RCP and Chris Forsberg. What a wacky event here. Chris Forsberg tip to tail on initiation. Coming that first outside zone, there goes Rome. Chris Forsberg trying to apply that pressure. And look at how close in proximity. Rome using all that outside zone 3. Now that final outside zone, Chris always does this really, really well. And that looked precision. He kept it off the car. Look at this, and Rome Charpentier gets the win. As we get him re-racked, let's throw down to Rhett Nickel, who's with the Goosh, Ken Gucci.
Obviously, the weather conditions have changed. It's very slippery and wet now, but I have been getting a lot of practice time and seat time in the rain. So just played it smart, used my experience, and here we are.
Here we are, the Great 8. RCP, Kenshiro Gucci.
Coming into a new season with a lot of unknowns, it could be challenging, but it just seems to be meshing well, and I couldn't be any more excited.
Gucci looking more dialed than Rome. Gucci gets the win. Gucci is in our Type S Final 4.
Look, this is where he just stopped, and the whole thing is just trailed.
all the way off track.
We got an oil leak though.
Since repairing his car, we've been chasing a ghost in it. We've had an intermittent situation where the car cuts off and there's no data, no like smoking gun as to why.
Our next battle, this is James Dean versus Jonathan Hurst. Oh, and look at that. As Jonathan Hurst spins out, James Dean, if he continues on, will have a major advantage here. Oh, no! James looks exhausted. It has been mental anguish from Tuesday to today.
Going back out on that track, what's the plan now?
Honestly, just try to keep my composure. A lot of times when I'm going against some of these dudes that, you know, are up at the top of the line, I'm like, I know I can compete with them, but sometimes I'll usually overcook it, end up tapping them or something, and then I leave in the judges' hands. And so this time I'm trying to not let that happen.
And it looks like James Dean gets the victory. There we are, James Dean, still good attitude. He's throwing the hand out the window.
I know there's a lot of hungry drivers here for that championship. People are going to be pushing hard. There's going to be fires, there's going to be controversy, but that's what makes it exciting.
Our great eight is upon us. Rain intermittent here and there. Wet conditions, umbrellas are out. And we are seeing James Dean come on out swinging. Let's see what Frederick Oslo does in the all wet conditions.
There you go.
James Dean gets the win. Novak and Olsen.
Simon, you said you're not terrified to go out on this already treacherous track.
And here we go. We got Simon Olsen coming down the chute. Nick Novak into that first outside zone.
But with this weather condition, it's quite hard, but we have a good team and they've prepared me for this for a long time, so I'm feeling good.
I mean, look at that. Olsen is driving so well. I think that's going to lock it in, seal in the flavor for Simon Olsen. Simon Olsen gets the win. Olsen versus Gucci on one side of that Type S top four. When we come back, it's our Type S top four here on the streets of Long Beach. And we are getting ready to throw down our top four. Make some noise, Long Beach. You guys are hardcore. All right, our top four is set, but right now it's Gucci and Olsen. Windshield wipers are on. Ding, ding, here we go. Ken Gucci out front. Out into that outer zone. There goes Goosh. Ooh, he goes in hard. A little bit of correction there. First real damage we've kind of seen to Ken Gucci's new ride. Into that last outside zone. Look at Olsen. Just the composure there, just waiting. He's in the waiting room to see if he's going to advance on into the finals. Ooh, not the best line from Simon Olsen. He did have good proximity and did mimic Gucci. So Simon Olsen gets the victory. Ken Gucci, he will not podium, but a great effort from his team. Who is Olsen going against? Is it going to be James Dean or is it going to be Odi Bakshis as they come out scrubbing? What it comes down to is who's going to outdrive who in the rain.
These track conditions are ever changing, ever evolving, and we are seeing a bit more drizzle coming down.
They're doing the sprinkler. You don't need to do it. You're doing the hose down, man. James Dean on fire on Tuesday. Here he is in the finals. Here we go. James Dean out front. Transitioning. Who's going against Simon Olsen in the finals? Odi Bakshis or James Dean? James Dean out front. He knows how to drive in the rain. He kisses that back bumper. Oh, and Odi Bakshis counters. The wind whips up. Talking about the wind or the wind. James Dean into the outer zone. Odi Bakshis dragging bumper on the ground, not on the wall. Into that touch and go, and then into that final inside clip. And the rain really coming down now. It is really wet here. There is a winner, and James Dean is going to the finals.
James Dean wants redemption from last year.
What's redemption from Tuesday?
Yeah, he just wants redemption. And so there's a lot on the line here.
Our finals are set, and it is Simon Olsen and James Dean. We are going right into it. They are ready. You got Norway, you got Ireland. These guys know how to drive in the wet. Make some noise! Olsen leads, now coming down into the chute. Look at the puddles. This looks like a splash zone, not a drift zone. Here goes Simon Olsen spraying it, looking like a rooster tail. One of the wettest events we've seen in years. Simon Olsen goes in that third outside zone. The rooster tail spray looking more like jet skis and boats that belong in the Long Beach water or the ocean around that final inside clip. Jacob, that was insane.
Let's go!
When it comes to motorsports, you know, it's like F1, rain, you gotta stop. NASCAR, gotta stop. Formula Drift, rain or shine, baby, it's playtime, that's right. Here comes James Dean, the AutoZone Mustang RTR. The roasted Mark Bella Mustang, a little bit of correction there from James Dean. James Dean, good angle. Simon Olsen with the proximity. Here we go, bringing it on home into that final inside clip. And your winner here at round 1, the streets of Long Beach, is James the Machine Dean!
For me personally this year, the ultimate dream is to come back swinging. We're the lead driver with RTR this year. I'm aiming for that championship. There's no doubt about it. I am aiming for that #1 spot.
I have no words. Like, no, I don't think. Only probably my very close friends, my family, know how much this means to me.
We're always working our asses off and doing whatever we can to make sure we're all at the tracks and just putting on a show for everyone that comes and supports this crazy sport that we all love.
Thank you to the team, my fans, my family, the whole team that supported me, brought me back to FD. Woo!
Never give up.
Ultimately, at the end of the day, James Dean put together an incredible set of runs and the emotions.
The championship hunt is on, Jacob. James Dean leads the pack. Olsen, Odie, Gucci, Osbo, look at that. What an event, and there's still 7 rounds left to go as we head from the streets of Long Beach to where the red dirt of Road Atlanta meets the asphalt of the iconic track where it all began in 2004. We're gonna keep this party going that is called Formula Drift. We'll see you guys at round 2 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship at Road Atlanta.